Alright, welcome in everybody. I am live. I tried talking to everybody and then realized I never did the title. Or hit the go live button. So today we've got 3 legs. 2 of which we are gonna actually do the full flights of. So we've got Charlie Yankee Hotel Uniform 2. Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. Did I say uniform? Charlie Yankee Hotel Uniform 2. Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. Flight numbers 4885er. And we're in the Antivo AN2 for our first flight. Our second flight from Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima to Yankee Sierra Yankee, aka Sydney International, in the land down under in Australia. We will be taking a Air Canada Airbus A340 flight number 29857. Now, from this last thing, I actually have to switch to Flight Sim 24 because we have no choice but to use a helicopter. That and our destination is not in Flight Sim 2020, so it must be a new thing added for 24. And I don't believe the ICAO code is a real one. But we're leaving from Sydney International, so Yankee Sierra Yankee. And we're going to Yankee Foxtrot Alpha Tango. And I'm going to use the Cabri G2 helicopter. So you guys get to see how wonderful I am with the helicopter. And that flight number will be 97328. I wish I would have, I was gonna do all of these on Flight Sim 24, but I would have had to have done my flight plans, and I did not put all my flight plans into 24. I only did the last one. So, there's no problem switching, I say. I'm just having some kind of issues this morning getting shit where I want it to go. Alright, let's get started. I didn't start as cold and dark, although I have very many options to do so. But, we don't have that much of a trip anyway, so. Well, at 22 minutes, really? You know what? There's a way to solve this. We'll just do a direct flight, because I need 15 minutes. Maybe I should pick an approach, though. Nah. But I can't add to this now. I'm changing the flight plan as we fly. We'll fly over the habitat 67. So that's all I'm gonna add. It's a waypoint. So, water airport, huh? Well, we got a runway there on the water airport. Biosphere. So we in your flight seeing mission, you go to the habitat, you go to the biosphere, and you go to course I'm not gonna find it now. The Olympic Stadium. Okay, so alright, let's get going. I've not done a flight in the Anto I can't say the word, it's clearly probably Russian. Antonova Alpha November Tango Oscar November Oscar Victor. I think that word is Russian. Alright. Let's see, do we have everything on we need? Cal flaps on, I guess so. Brakes are off. Warning lights. We want warning lights on. Anti-fire system power. Anti-fire. Wouldn't we want anti-fire on? Panel lighting on. We don't need cabin lighting. Don't think we need UV light power. Movable lights. Okay. And floor lights. I'm just turning stuff. No, I'm not turning everything on. That's the flood lighting. Flood lighting. Those are all the flood lighting. Alright, so let's take a look at what we've got here. So, you have actual lamp. Oh, okay. Well, is it gonna let me back here? It is. How about that? Yeah, this definitely looks like it's a Russian-built aircraft, because either these are seats or shells, but it doesn't look comfortable. And does this door open at all? And we can't go through it. So, door handle. Cool. Question is, can I close it now? So that's how they open it for the people, but then you got the cargo door open. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna close the door back now. I might have to I might have to restart the mission now. Okay, so I said no cabin lighting. They're gonna need lighting back here because it is dark. I don't know how I'm supposed to close the door now. Where's the cabin heat? Or cabin lights. Alright. Open the door now. Well, shit, how do I close the door back there now? I don't know how we close the door. I can close this one. And how do we close that one? Passenger signal lamp. Okay, master wiper switch. Emergency fuel sound. Fine. Oh, yeah, okay. We don't need that on. I turned you off. There you go. Primer. Pneumatic system. Left fan. Window heat. Like, what is that noise? It's loud. How do I close the back door now? We're not able to close the door. So, don't open the door, guys. If you use this. Let's go. We're just gonna go, because I don't know what else to do. We're gonna leave with the door open. Oh, no, no, it closed itself. How about that? Wow, we're already off the ground. I say that, but I mean...
Tower generic November Delta Lima 543 at runway 06 left ready for departure IFR to Charlie Yankee Whiskey Kilo. Generic November Delta Lima 543 line up and wait. Line up and wait generic 543.
We have flaps, huh? Which wing had the flaps? The top one or the bottom one? Or both?
Antenna 4885, continue for north departure.
Tower Antenna 4885, continue for north departure.
Could I have just named us Blue? Oh my god, I could have just gave the call sign Blue. Looks like there's some haze out here this morning in Canada. Now, today, on our second flight, I'm not going to put in the word Air Canada. I'm just going to put in Canada and hope they don't call us, what they did yesterday. Canada? Yeah, for some reason we were getting called Canada yesterday. Air Canada. It was driving me nuts. I'm like, I spelled it correctly and everything. So, I don't know why I was getting called Air Canada. Alright, we got flaps, cowl flaps open. So already coming in for that landing? Really? Or prepping? Prep would make sense. I knew this wasn't supposed to be like 20 minutes long. We're gonna request full stop.
Tower Antonov 4885 300 feet to land.
Antonov 4885 Tower. Altimeter tree 0.11034 at 8. Fly left traffic runway 06 left.
Fly left downwind runway 06 left Antonov 4885.
I hope that was the right airport.
53 altimeter tree 0.11034 at 8. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 left.
I was gonna say, I just said that. I hope it's the right airport. I just radioed.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 left, generic November Delta Lima 54 tree. Antonov 4885 when 034 at 8. Caution the generic landing runway 06 right. Cleared to
Where
land
are
runway
we
06
landing?
left.
Cleared to land runway 06 left Antonov 4885.
Generic 54 tree, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day. Going to 132.85, generic 54 tree.
I don't know if we're landing at the correct airport. I think we're just circled around and I'm getting ready to do a full stop. Shoot, I gotta hit restart. Just to be on the safe side. Alright. Yeah, we would have stopped right here. Yeah. We hadn't changed stations yet. Oh, it's tower no matter what. Okay. Well, I didn't need COM 2 switch to tower then.
Antonov 4885, continue for north departure.
Tower Antonov 4885, continue for north departure.
Yeah, I don't know why we put our flaps up. We're not even like 300 feet above the ground. It's an interesting aircraft. Alright. Yeah, if I left the flight plan in there, it might have helped, but it's funny, even as a direct flight, this is gonna take as long as it does. But I mean, we got good airspeed. Oh. Apparently, we're still within the airport's tower. That's what was confused me earlier. Then, is it because we fly back over the same airfield? Basically. Why do we have our cowl flaps open? I'm still in this screen for a reason, but I guess I could close it. It's... But, okay, so yeah, we were coming back over the airfield. I don't even know if we're high enough to technically be above the airfield like this. So, we're heading to Aussie Town. We're going to the land down under. We're going outbacking. I don't know about if we're going outbacking. But we're heading all the way over there from Montreal to do my rotorcraft flight seeing, or rotorcraft transport license mission unlock special. So hopefully there's a mission at our destination, or at my destination with the rotorcraft transport flight. But lately, every time I unlock a circle area, I seem to not have another mission. Now, I did have one or two missions somewhere where I unlocked something. I did like 2 missions, and then I had to prep for the next stream because there's nothing left. But I mean, I can't, I have no idea where I'm gonna go after I do that flight in Flight Sim 24. Don't know if it's worth getting the turbine engine. I think the only thing that unlocks is rotorcraft search and rescue, which I can attempt to do.
Tower Antonov 4885 frequency change.
But I can't do anything
Montreal
with the
approach
hook
Antonov
or the
4885
hoist
is type Antonov 2 miles east of Charlie Victor Papa 2
or
2,200
construction.
feet. Request
So,
clearance to transition Charlie
I don't know
airspace.
if I should spend the money to do that or not.
Montreal approach. Squawk 4524.
The only rotorcraft
Squawk
thing I can
4524
complete
Antonov 4885.
the certification with would be the construction, but then I can't actually do the missions.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on
Of course,
navigation.
I could do power lift, but we don't have that cert unlocked yet.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Antonov 4885.
Alright, we did have that waypoint I picked. We must have already flew over Habitat 67. I would say yes, because I think it was somewhere in this area. Or unless it's right here, this city. Not sure exactly what Habitat 67 was when I flew over it in the flight seeing mission. I didn't even bother turning on the checking lights this time. Nav lights are on, taxi lights should have been off. Landing lights should be on.
Montreal approach generic Charlie Golf Juliet Charlie Golf is at 3,700 feet climbing.
And beacon
15,000
lights
feet.
are on. There we go.
Generic Charlie Golf Juliet Charlie Golf Montreal. Approach altimeter 30.31 radar contact. Continue.
Alright, so... nearest airport list... is not that, it is this.
Line up and wait WestJet 589er.
Montreal Tower Antonov 4885 is 6 miles east 3,000 feet with Golf to land.
Chart right 421, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day. Antonov 4885, Montreal Tower. Altimeter 30.311041 at 6. Fly left traffic runway 06 left.
Enter left traffic runway 06 left Antonov 4885.
Montreal Tower Air Canada 371 ready for IFR departure runway 06
Alright,
right.
we're opening cowl flaps even more. And it looks like
Going to 132.85, chart right 421. WestJet 589er altimeter 30.311041 at 6.
looks like a train yard down
runway
there.
06 right. Air Canada 371, line up and wait.
Oh, see, you can say Air Canada there, but when I put it in a for call sign,
Cleared
you
for
say
takeoff,
Air
runway 06
Canada.
right, WestJet 589er. WestJet 589er, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day.
Maybe they'll say Air Canada correctly today?
Line up and wait Air Canada 371.
We gotta start making a left, a right make.
132.85 WestJet 589er. Goodbye. Air Canada 371 altimeter 30.311041 at 6. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right.
Okay. I think this is a river. Not sure
Montreal Tower
what
Jazz
river though.
8821 ready for departure runway 06 right IFR to Washington. Jazz 8821, line up and wait.
My aircraft.
Line up and wait Jazz 8821.
I don't know when they were gonna turn, so. Okay, so
Montreal Tower Rouge 1518 ready for departure
where's that
runway
noise
06
coming
right
from?
IFR to St. John's. Jazz 8821 altimeter 30.311041 at 6. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right. Rouge 1518, hold short runway 06 right. Rouge 1518, line up and wait. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right, Jazz 8821. Line up and wait, Rouge 1518.
this is what's gonna take forever. Well, it shouldn't, but we're going 64 knots. And I think we might be out of the path of the rest of the traffic.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right, Rouge 1518. Rouge 1518, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day.
So I don't know how much of our second flight we're gonna do. It is an airliner, and lately we've not been having
Going to 132.85 Rouge
luck
1518.
getting off the ground with the airliners here in 2020. I might end up with a reverse thrust aircraft again. Co-pilot's aircraft. I was just curious to see what they're gonna do since we are right here. Are they gonna turn around completely? Yeah, they are. No, you don't need to do that. My aircraft. Just go forward.
Montreal Tower, Porter 2454 ready for departure runway 06 right IFR to Toronto Island. Porter 2454 altimeter tree 0.3 11054 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right.
I can't believe we're at 20 degrees of flap. We only need
Cleared for
15
takeoff
right
runway
now.
06 right, Porter 2454. Montreal
Looks
Tower,
like I'm
Copa
handling this
484
landing
ready
all
for
by
departure
myself,
runway 06 right.
then.
Copa 484 line up and wait.
I need to get inside these brackets, though.
Line up and wait, Copa 484. Porter 2454, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day. Antonov 4885, wind 054 at 10. Cleared to land runway 06 left.
Cleared to land runway 06 left Antonov 4885.
Alright.
Going to 132.85, Porter 2454. Copa 484, altimeter tree 0.3 11054 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right.
I really probably need to do a shortcut to bring up... Yeah, I need a shortcut to bring up the ATC window.
Montreal Tower, generic Charlie Golf Hotel Romeo Delta, ready for departure runway 06 right IFR to Dorval. Generic Charlie Golf
should
Hotel Romeo
be.
Delta, altimeter tree 0.3 11054 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right.
Antonov 4885, turning base.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right, generic Charlie Golf Hotel Romeo Delta.
Well, we're within speed restriction, or the glide slope speed, but we're not. We're below the glide slope. Okay. Too slow. Okay. I have no idea. Actually, I kinda have an idea. I think 50 knots is roughly landing speed. It's just before stall.
Montreal Tower, generic Charlie Golf Victor Victor Sierra at runway 06 right, ready for departure IFR to Teterboro. Generic Charlie Golf Victor Victor Sierra, altimeter tree 0.11054 at 10. Cleared for takeoff, runway 06 right.
Antonov 4885, Montreal Center. Turning base.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 06 right, generic Charlie Golf Victor Victor Sierra.
Not turning base. Turning final. God. And of course it's not Montreal Center. I'm just trying. So, Antonov 4885, turning final. Again, I can't pull up ATC window without the AI pilot
Montreal Tower, Jazz 8044 ready
activating.
for IFR departure, runway 06 right. Jazz 8044, line up and wait.
Antonov 4885, Montreal. Short final for landing. Runway.
Line up and wait, Jazz 8044. Generic Victor Victor Sierra, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day. One tree 2.85, generic Victor Victor Sierra. Goodbye. Jazz 8044, altimeter tree 0.11054 at 10. Cleared for takeoff, runway 06 right. Cleared for takeoff, runway 06 right, Jazz 8044.
What keeps flying overhead? Oh, it's the brackets I keep seeing shadows
Jazz
of.
8044, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day.
Are we gonna make it over these trees? Barely.
132.85, Jazz 8044. Goodbye.
Nice save there, Captain Matty. I think. Well, we didn't touch. We were close. Co-pilot was... I gave it back to the co-pilot to attempt the land. Because... Tri-wheel. We're just gonna float. Looks like you're taking off again. My aircraft. And... cut.
79er55 at runway 06 right ready for departure IFR to Toronto Island. Jet 79er55 altimeter tree 0.31154 at 10.
Well,
Cleared for takeoff
considering...
runway 06 right. Antonov 4885 exit runway when able.
That's pretty good considering.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 right jet 79er55.
And... please get us back where we need to be going then. Are you broken?
Exit runway when able.
Yeah, my aircraft.
Antonov 4885 contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er Antonov 4885.
For a second there, I thought we were on a taxiway that didn't connect to anything.
132.85. Good
Because
day.
the pink sign is screwed up.
Montreal ground Antonov 4885 request taxi to the gate.
Antonov
Oh, wait.
4885 taxi to gate 46 using taxiway Bravo Tree Bravo Echo cross runway 28 Echo.
We're going to a
Taxi
gate.
to gate 46
Okay.
via taxiway Bravo Tree Bravo Echo cross runway 28 Echo Antonov 4885.
So, I already have 24 up, I had to get into 24 to check something out. It should be up and running, and we shouldn't have to wait for the whole install, or, shouldn't have to go through the whole startup sequence with it. I should be able to just switch right over to it after this next flight for us to do our helicopter flight, where you guys get to see my wonderful rotorcraft landing skills.
Montreal ground
You're
Rouge
joining for the first
1790
time.
requesting
Welcome
pushback.
aboard.
Rouge 1790
Please,
pushback request accepted.
On YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. On Twitch, hit that follow. I'm gradually getting followers over there. Whether they're real ones or not, I have no idea, but because haven't banned anybody in God knows how long now, since I'm not paying attention to the chat. Although maybe I don't have bots at all. I don't come in because I'm not paying attention. Who knows? Interesting. Mom and Dad left like 10 minutes ago. I thought the dogs would be in here on the floor in my room. I got on here a little late and I was waiting for them to leave.
Montreal ground
I was
Rouge
just like, screw it.
1790 requesting the end of pushback. Rouge 1790 request to end pushback received.
So I can't believe we're going to a gate. But I'll stick with this whole rest of this till we shut down.
Off ready to taxi IFR. Rouge 1790 hold short of runway 06 right via taxiway. Contact tower on 126.9 when ready.
I've never had good luck with the A340 starting us from a gate, but I will try to make sure we at least have a gate for our arrival.
Taxi to and hold short runway 06 right via taxiway Rouge 17900.
Think we're about to cross a runway? Antonov 4885. Are we clear to cross the runway? What? No, they're not gonna respond to me. I'll never probably ever get to talk to even an AI ATC. I did get a call back from my instructor. He doesn't want to BS me, that's fine. But it was starting to sound like from the conversation when I was telling him what I know I can do and not do here in the sim, visually. Doesn't sound like he and he's like, I get it, I don't want to keep spending money if there's not anybody. He's like, well, it just sounds like I'm flying the plane and you have your hands on the controls. Well, yeah, if you've got someone that's blind, that's basically what you're doing. But it sounded like from the conversation that he's
Montreal ground
not...
requesting pushback.
He might not be as willing as I was hoped for an instructor to be willing to work with me to see what I can and cannot do. Which is a shame. Well, I hope they don't plan to push back any second here. ALE, is that a Legion Air? Just don't request a pushback right yet. As we get up their ass. Oh, we barely cleared that wing. I don't know what we were doing there. We're not even following the taxi path. And technically, we're going to the wrong side of this gate. Why exactly is there a gate on the left here? It's for a... I thought gates were always on the right. So we should technically be my aircraft. We're supposed to... No!
Montreal ground Cree 927 with Golf ready to taxi IFR. Cree 927 taxi to and hold short of runway 06 left via taxiway Alpha 4. Contact tower on 11...
Okay, so I ran into the building. That was my fault. We should have technically been parking with the terminal to our left, even though we were gonna have to use... well, we didn't have to use stairs, but... That was not right that we were parking on with the terminal jetway on our right side. It's always supposed to be on your left. No matter where you're at, the jetway is on your left. Alright. Flight number 2. Yeah, I really tried to load all my flights, but, in here, but there was no... There's no helipad thing out here. And of course, it's a long flight. It would take all day. Especially with this plane, but we're changing it. Well, how about that? A340's right here. And then we want liveries. I did the... Is there more than one Air Canada? No, it's just the one. Let's... Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's check Legacy. I think it's the same livery. I mean, I would use Air Australia, but... Alright. Call sign. We're just using Canada. Let's get rid of the tail number, because I don't want one. We're just using Canada, and let's see if they say Canada. And a flight number 29857. 29857. Are we heavy? We'll show tail number even though we don't have one. Alright. We're gonna go... I'm just gonna leave it alone, actually. I'm not gonna change anything. 18 hours. That's how long this would take. What's our cruise? 40,000 is what it's set right now. I can go up 1,000, but that's not gonna change our flight times. Alright. So... maybe it will be daytime when I skip to do the approach. I need it daytime to do the helicopter flight in 24, that's for sure. So, there's been a change since we got Sim Update 3. You used to be able to put in your departure and arrival in 24 on your world map screen, and then pull up your EFB to fine-tune that. Yeah, well, my airport information wasn't in the EFB based on what I put into the world map. So, plan your full flight from the EFB. Alright. We got that weird issue again. Yes, we do. Alright. Wow. Are you coming into land? Oh no, you took off from somewhere else. Alright, we're having that issue where this aircraft doesn't want to take off. Slew. Hey! Slew
Too
mode
low,
off!
terrain.
Autopilot on!
Too low. Terrain.
Or co-pilot turned on. There we go. Trust me, that's some fancy finger work. Hey, at least I've come up with a solution to the problem. It's not a good one. Someone needs to figure out why, in 2020, the A340 likes to be in reverser mode when you're preparing for takeoff. So, yeah, it looks like the same livery as the other one was for the non-legacy. I thought maybe there would be a different livery design. Actually, it is slight. On the other one, the wings looked a little pink. They don't look as pink here on this livery. And on the other one, we looked more like Blue Jay egg, which you can kind of see here. Say, are we gaining altitude at all? What about ATC? We probably should be requesting.
Montreal approach Air Canada 29857 Heavy is type Airbus 6 miles southwest of Charlie Sierra Tango 8 2,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy Montreal approach. Squawk 0315.
Squawk 0315 Air Canada 29857 Heavy.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy radar contact 7 miles southwest of Charlie Sierra Tango 8 2,900 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
I don't recall turning heavy on, but okay.
Cleared through
I
the
mean, at
Charlie
least it's got our
airspace
call
Air
sign,
Canada
right?
29857 Heavy.
Did I turn heavy on? I don't remember doing it. I don't... Where's my nearest waypoint? There it is. Engix. We want flight plan. That doesn't help me. Progress? I don't know. Let's go back to the flight plan. I don't know how long to stick with this, because our, we sure the hell aren't climbing as quickly as you'd think we would. Maybe that's why it's an 18-hour flight. We're not gonna get to 41,000 feet till, like, we're halfway across Canada. At least they're saying Air Canada today. So don't put in the, on Flight Sim 2020, do not put in, on your call sign, don't put Air Canada, just put Canada. Because if you put in Air Canada, you get called Air Canada. I mean, there is a way to speed this up. Sim rate 8.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy, you're leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Air Canada 29857 Heavy.
I thought, well, it sounded like we were doing a handoff. Oh, we better ask for Class B clearance.
Montreal Centre Air Canada 29857 Heavy is type Airbus 6 miles northeast of Charlie November Foxtrot Tree 12,000 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy, Montreal Center. Squawk 7362.
Squawk 7362 Air Canada 29857 Heavy.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy, radar contact 4 miles northeast of Charlie Yankee November Delta 16,500 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Air Canada 29857 Heavy.
So, in Flight Sim 24, in some career mode flights, I have gotten deduction points taken away.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy,
experience points taken away.
Service terminated squawk 1200.
Because apparently I went into undesignated airspace.
Frequency
But I
change
had
approved.
no
Air
idea I
Canada
was in
29857 Heavy.
restricted airspace.
Montreal Center Porter 263 is at flight level 205, climbing flight level 270.
So, yeah, look how slow we are climbing. I'm at 8x, and we're just now, closing in on 30,000 feet. I mean, if I left it at our, regular speed, who knows how long it would have taken to do this climb out to cruise. Wait, this can't be... I was gonna say, that's gotta be the Great Lakes we're about to hit. Yeah. We're actually flying through Michigan. I mean, Michigan. Where's... Not everybody that lives in the U.S. knows all their bullshit. Not Michigan. I think I don't know. We're flying through part of the U.S. But I thought we were going to anyway because we have to head south. So anywhere in the U.S. right here still because the KE.
Toronto Center on 13.4.25. Good day.
Alright, let's get back to that.
For contact Toronto Center on 124.025. Good day.
Air Canada. Now I got that stuck on my head. I thought I was doing it yesterday. So it is 10 o'clock. 18 hours. It might be dark there. Because it is dark there right now. I don't, is it 10? Wait a minute. We're in the time zone that's above my IRL time zone. Because they're saying 10:15. I have IRL 9:36, so... But I thought they were about to cross into the Great Lakes. They should be in Eastern Standard Time. So today's September 15th. It is, okay. So if Nate goes live today, I have a super chat I have to throw in there. Yeah, we're crossing the Great Lakes. It should be in Eastern, well, not Eastern, it should be in Central Time now. Maybe it hasn't caught up with the fact I did the sim rate. Okay, no, not that. Give me this. Sim rate back to normal. Now, you know what? Alright, now, there we go. Yeah, sim rate like screwed it up. Alright, now we're at the actual time. Well, technically, like I said, it should be in Central Time. This should be an hour behind now. It should be 8:38. What is ATC? Why would I be... Do I not have a...
Minneapolis Center Air Canada 29857 Heavy is type Airbus 11 miles northwest of Kilo Papa Zulu, Quebec, flight level 385. Request flight following.
Air Canada 29857 Heavy Minneapolis Center.
Son of a gun. I don't think I had it on high IFR. Son of a gun, son of a gun, son of a gun. Load. Why can't this just automatically change to what we need? No. No, not that. It's set to high. Alright. Well, I just wasted what? How many minutes? I wonder if while you're on the tarmac, if you can switch. I mean, you should be able to switch to a different flight phase without a problem. Alright, so it was set up right. Why am I asking for flight following? I should be under IFR flight rules. They never told me my transponder was turned.
Montreal Tower, Canada 29857 ready for departure runway 06 left IFR to Sydney.
Canada 29857, altimeter tree 0.321054 at 11. Cleared for takeoff runway 06 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 left Canada.
Usually when we hear ATC, that means we have proper thrust controls. Alright. I don't know why this panel opens up. I thought I turned certain things off and other things on, and no. Alright. We want... not reversed. I want... I know what I want to press. Oh, it's on. Okay. Turn. Auto throttle off. Oh my god. Fine. Oh, thank god it's working.
V1.
Rotate. Apparently we were rotating before we said V1. And gear up. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have put flaps up just yet, should you have? When you did?
Canada 29857, contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day.
132.85 Canada 29857. Goodbye. Montreal Center, Canada 29857 is at 500 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Canada 29857, Montreal Center, altimeter tree 0.2 radar contact. Continue.
So, maybe we're on low altitude for a reason to do our climb out?
29857 climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Canada 29857.
Well, at least we have our waypoint showing up this time. ACA, is that a Air Canada?
Porter 2324 heavy traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 5,300 feet Airbus A28.
So yeah,
Report them in
back on track with the whole
Canada
instructor thing.
29857 traffic is 8 o'clock 4 miles at 4,800
It sounds like I have someone that is
them in
not
sight.
going to be willing to allow me to spend my money because they don't think I'll be able to ever get anywhere. From the sound of it,
Report them in
I don't
sight.
know. Again,
Canada
being in a cockpit,
29857 heavy
hands-on,
traffic.
learning how to do stuff, maybe I'll be able to see things better in real life than I do in the game. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend I can see something in the aircraft if I can't, though, you know. I'm not dumb like that and pretend I can do something just to fulfill my dream when safety is an issue. I know I couldn't do a landing. I can do a takeoff if told when to rotate. That's quite a pitch you just did. And then you level back out? What are you doing exactly? I mean, at least they're not fishtailing. I mean, they kind of are, but the tail's not going up and down. The whole plane is moving, which definitely looks smoother. Alright, we are at 10,000. Landing lights can come off. Taxi lights go to off. Make sure everything else is on correctly. And of course those aren't. We don't need dome line.
Malari 2584 heavy contact Boston Center on 120.35. Good day.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear someone hearing a call for that. So,
Porter 2461 heavy, you are 35 miles southwest. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 06 left approach.
we should be out of range of the current airspace in a little bit. See, CYHU and CYUL
Expect vectors ILS runway 06 left approach. Porter
were
2461
within the
heavy.
same airspace, at least control center. Kind of looked like they were within the same power control, but I doubt that. They might have been in the same approach.
Canada 29857 climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 Canada 29857.
I never gave us a tail number, but it looks like there's one on the plane anyway. Yeah, there is. C da 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 whatever. Alright, so I have a feeling we will be reaching our max altitude for this flight before we get to this first waypoint. Which is... well, Anjax, we knew that. Apparently I am all the way zoomed out.
You are 25 miles southwest of Dorval. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Contact Montreal Tower on 118.9er.
Interesting when you hear traffic call-outs, but you're not seeing any.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 118.9er Porter, 2461 heavy.
I just realized we're not climbing nearly as fast as you'd think we would. Is there something wrong with this aircraft? I mean, we have 4 engines at 100%.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 06 left approach.
We're just not getting the forward, the thrust we need? We have...
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Do we have 4 engine perform output?
Left approach, chart right 430.
Alright, at this rate, we will be here forever. I'm not doing the sim rate thing yet. Let's jump to the approach. Let's hope it's daytime. As we go forward in time, 18 something hours. Yeah, I don't think there's any non-stop flights. I think there's always connecting flights, probably at LA, San Francisco, or Seattle, or even Honolulu.
Canada 29er
Too low. Sink rate. Pull up.
400.
Pull. Sink rate. Too
500.
low. Terrain.
Climb and maintain 2,900 feet. Canada 29er 857.
Canada 29er 857.
Alright.
10 miles southwest.
That's an interesting intro.
Tower on 133.9er 5 when inbound.
At 6 p.m., huh?
Tower on 133.9er 5 Canada 29er 857. Sydney Tower Canada 29er 857 10 miles south inbound ILS runway 34 left approach.
Canada 29er 857 Sydney Tower. Altimeter 30
1,000.
wind 347 at
Too
7.
low. Terrain.
Cleared ILS runway
Too
34
low.
left
Terrain.
approach.
Too low. Terrain.
Cleared ILS runway
low,
34
terrain.
left approach
500.
Canada
Too
29er
low.
857.
400.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
I'm not gonna do the teleport thing
terrain.
because we're not even lined up.
Too low. Terrain.
300.
Once
Too low,
I,
terrain.
if we can level off,
Too low. Terrain. Too low.
I will
terrain.
do a teleport so we don't crash.
200. $190.
Too low. terrain.
left.
Too low, terrain.
Clear to land runway tree 4 left candidate 29857.
Alright, we still gotta make a turn.
Too low, terrain.
Every
Too
time
low,
I use
terrain.
the teleport
Too low, terrain.
altitude feature, though, we go back on a straight line.
Too low, terrain.
My
Too
aircraft.
Low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Alright, gear down. Flaps down. Runway in sight. It's the one I'm
500.
shooting for.
400,
Sink rate.
300,
Sink rate. Sink rate.
200,
Sink rate. Sink rate.
190, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40,
Too low.
30, 20, 10, retard, retard, retard,
Oh,
Contact ground from 121.7.
well. That's a good landing, even though it wasn't on the runway. Oh man, I was pulling the throttle up. I was pulling the yoke back.
Candidate 29857, did you copy?
With your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will
But,
indicate
I
that
mean-
you have parked at the gate and that it is safe for you to move.
Alright, so that's the end of that flight. That's not what I want. Before I forget, even though I know we're on show, I need to delete these flights that I have in here before I make new flight plans. I don't like to keep leaving flight plans in here I don't need anymore. We'll delete these and... you guys should still hear me. Anyway, we're switching over to 24. I said it was already up and loaded. Let's hope it just drops us back into the main screen here. It did. Good. Hopefully there's not a problem now. Oh. Reflight. We want... I should already have all that taken care of, but we want... what I want to do is make sure we don't actually have stuff in here. Alright. I need the mouse departure is YSSY. What's I want runway 34 right. It's on 34 left, we want 34 right. Alright, and arrival airport is Yankee Foxtrot Alpha Tango Yankee, Yankee, Foxtrot, Alpha Tango. See, you can tell that one's not real because it's got more than 4 IKOs. I don't want an approach, I don't want a rival. I don't want a departure. You know what? I typed all that in and load flight plan. It's in here typing stuff in and I have it already here. Damn, bitch. Bitch. I already had it. Alright. Now. Give all that info. Yeah, I know. Okay. Crackerjack. Alright. So, roughly 10 minutes more to go here. I don't know what's been going on with the A340 lately. Why we can't ever land or anything. Alright, so wow, okay, get that up the screen. I want... What is this? That's Simray. Weather. Well, let's shoot for that. But, do we still have live weather? Okay, live weather. Roughly 9 a.m. Okay, close the window. Alright, now, let me just make sure we are ready to go. We got all our safety shit turned on. Alright. Right, I don't need that. I can just do this on... Let's make sure we have our takeoff clearance.
Sydney Tower, Lynn Tours _ 4885, ready at runway 16 right, north departure.
Is that the right code? I didn't even...
4885, QNH 1021 departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right.
Oh, that was my first flight. Well, I'm not changing
Cleared
the
for takeoff,
stupid
runway
number.
16 right. Lynn Tours _ 4885.
I put in the wrong code earlier when I was prepping this flight. Alright, so we're good to go to take off. Let's get light on the skids. Okay. Little forward momentum. Little more collective. Now I can give it to the autopilot.
Qantas 905, exit runway when able.
Oops, did I take off with someone in the runway? Granted, I'm a helicopter, it probably didn't matter that someone was on the runway.
Contact ground on 121.7. Wind tours underscore in 4885. Continue for north departure.
Sydney Tower.
Hang on, apparently they can be on the runway. Oh, they were taxiing, but apparently it's okay for me to fly over them. These two aircraft.
Qantas 905.
What is this aircraft? Am I... Is there an invisible aircraft? B-3378? There's supposed to be an aircraft there, but... don't see one. Oh, that ship had a tag. Right, we can't turn ship tags, name tags off. What are we doing? Oh, right, I actually have a VFR flight pattern. See, there's a call sign right there on this aircraft. If I only knew when I picked delivery what the call sign was. Granted, it probably wouldn't have said any of that wrong. Or it would have said all of that wrong. I mean...
Sydney Tower, the Los Angeles 163, ready for IFR departure, runway 34 right.
Velocity entering 16, hold short, runway 34 right. Traffic is generic aircraft underscore.
We're just gonna circle the airport. I mean, that's what it looks like we're doing.
Hold short, runway 34 right. The Los Angeles 163.
We're just violating all types of rules of airspace above the airport.
On Chile 801, turn next taxiway.
A little more jumpy than I usually see when I'm doing flights.
01. Contact ground on 121.7.
So yeah, this is definitely taking more than 5 minutes, but that was 5 minutes 18-second flight time, not actual flight time.
For Lon Chile 801.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34 right. Velocity on the screen 163.
So, some of these radio calls are coming across clearer than others. I think it's because some of them are on the same channel as I am. Actual same frequency channel, whereas some others might be on different. Is that? Okay, so we can see that aircraft, whatever that Cessna is. But we still don't see the B-738. And that's not multiplayer. These are all AI traffic. So, I don't know why. And I also don't know why Fort
Going to 129.7.
the lander was not in 2020. Are they landing? I think that was, yeah, they were coming in to land.
424, turn next taxiway.
Sydney's a busy airport. So, I have no options to where we're landing. There's just one helipad.
1424, contact ground on 126.5. .5 for clink underscoring 1424.
I don't even know if we're on the right frequency.
Sydney Tower, Lynn Tours underscoring 4885-800 to land.
Lynn Tours underscoring 4885, Sydney Tower, QNH 1021, make straight in helipad 1.
Okay, good. It knew where I was going still.
Fly straight in helipad 1, Lynn Tours underscoring 4885.
My aircraft. Alright, we're entering our own wash. Make sure I don't sink, that we don't lose altitude too much.
Qantas 124, turn next taxiway.
I'm glad I'm not having to show you guys me do things in
Qantas 124,
the,
contact ground on 121.7.
career mode thing here, because
121.7, Qantas 124.
ah! Oops, I didn't know there was a tree there. Is this one of them IRL problems too? Like, why is there all these trees around this helipad? Alright. I'm trying. To do this gently. Alright, we're now in our wash.
Qantas 142. Exit runway when able.
Gently. Gently. Oh. No. Alright.
Qantas 142. Contact ground on 121.7.
Going to 121.7, Qantas 142.
Oh, that was a crash. But we are down. Alright. Yeah, that was a crash.
Just started 502. Exit runway when able.
I don't like where we're placed, and I moved.
Jet stars are at 502. Contact ground on 126.5.
Going to 126.5. Jetstar underscore N 502.
Alright. We are down. Let's... Okay. Let's shut down. And... I'm putting that on, whether we hit... I don't think we did proper shutdown. Rotor clutch is on, okay. Alternator, turn the alternator off. Yeah, fuel pump off. Strobe light off. Master. Oops. Landing lights on. I should not turn the that off just yet. Okay, that's auto. What's left to turn off? Oh, mixture. Magnetos off. I think that's everything. I think, but I don't know. Let's get out. We can do this here. But where do we walk to? Should we, take a stroll down to the beach? Did I leave the door door open? No, okay. I said the beach, and there is no beach that we can get to safely. Is there? No, there isn't. But wow. Alright. Welcome to the land down under. We are in Aussie Town, and like I said, I gotta do my passenger transport later, and maybe I'll get some other flights down here, and you guys get to see me do something. I mean, we got all kinds of fixed wing stuff we could be doing. Oh, there... wait, are these stairs? Were these supposed to be stairs? Or is that just shadows? That it looks like it's supposed to be stairs. Yeah, because here it is right here. There's supposed to be something here, IRL then. So. I bet you this helipad was in 2020, I just couldn't find it because it probably didn't have its own ICAO code. Or IKO code, I mean. What's this way? This just looks like a service road. We're not gonna wander off too far. Despite the fact I can walk on water and all that shit. This would be a great spot to use free cam while you're in the cockpit and you still have batteries on. Use your free cam and find a spot to watch traffic. Leave, come in and out of Sydney. But that is today's stream, folks. I'm gonna quit it before we get to 2 hours, but I got all the flights in, and I will see you guys in the next one. I don't know what we'll be doing, but wherever I go in my next rotorcraft mission is where we're leaving from. That is always the guarantee, pretty much. So, next time, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye.